Hello, fellow fan geeks. It's your fangirl Tally, and we're back with another gamer reaction, I guess. We're gonna watch VaatiVidya's Prepare to Cry, Elden Ring, Frenzied Flame ending. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, this was requested for the next one, and evidently you guys like watching me cry. So let's do this. Yay. I have tissues. Tissues and chimney. Just in case.
The lands between are ruined, mired in torment and despair. Is there really anything here worth fighting for? Is there anyone worth saving?
Hello? Is somebody there? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morne, to the south. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander, the servants there have rebelled. Filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear for Father's life, and my soul wishes that he escape.
The slaves of Castle Morne are misbegotten. Their very existence is considered to be a punishment. But their only crime was being born outside of grace. So it's no wonder that hatred has fermented in their hearts, inspiring them to finally break free of their masters. The next step in a cycle of revenge that began at Castle Morne long ago.
I see. From Irina. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morne does not fall into the wrong hands.
Ages ago, a lone champion fought at Castle Morne. His entire clan had been vanquished, but he grafted their swords onto his own and continued to fight. So determined was he to claim his revenge. And so, this became the legendary sword of Castle Morne. It was claimed by the banished knights of Godric, stolen by a misbegotten, and then passed down to you. And with it, the cycle of revenge continues. An eye for an eye.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her.
What the heck? What just happened?
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better.
What?
The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Irina, it will be done.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people Wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. See that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we Wanderers, lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving.
Deep within the eyes of the oldest merchants, a secret is hidden. Deeply unforgiving indeed.
But I've done all I can here. I'm thinking of moving elsewhere for a time.
So far, we've spoken of misbegotten, banished knights, tarnished, and merchants. All were spurned by grace in one way or another. You can't go too far without wondering if the Golden Order is to blame for the oceans of anger and despair. When we last met Edgar, he swore revenge upon the misbegotten. But now, all must die, misbegotten or not.
What?
And if you defeat Edgar, you will receive a Shabriri grape. It's our proof that his need for revenge no longer divides or distinguishes. Love, revenge, melt it all away in the yellow chaos flame.
What the hell?
But there are those who fight against the Tarnished who stalk their own. Yura, the hunter of bloody fingers, will often be at your side.
Okay, wait a minute. What was that grape thing? Hang on. Was that
Yura
important?
comes from the land of reeds, a place that has long been locked in a miserable civil war, and it's said that the entire nation has succumbed to a blood-soaked madness. It's not too surprising, then, that Yura fights against any blood-crazed Tarnished, whether they serve the Lord of Blood or otherwise. But Yura's true mark is a Drake Knight named Eleonora, located at the Second Church of Marika, where she kills Yura in cold blood. Once, Eleonora had a legacy as a proud knight, but because of her dragon communion, it seems her humanity has slipped away. So, you put that legacy to rest. By now, it should be clear that madness takes many forms.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hyetta, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me?
She looks like Irina, but Irina is dead. Somehow, this Hyetta has taken over that body. But for what purpose? She barely even knows herself.
I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden. You're not like the others who give me grapes, are you? They rest their trembling hands upon me. Howling wordlessly, they gently stroke my eyes. Their frail fingers, emaciated. Yet still, they give me the grapes. But you seem somehow firmer. Now I can feel the distant light once more. That aside, I wonder what Shabriri grapes really are. Delectably tender and sweet, yet searing. What a sight they must be to behold.
Of course, the Shabriri grapes are eyes. Yellow, shriveled, and oozing.
That's not possible. Not all of those people. So those noises I heard were...
She's eating them? This is really sick. What is wrong
Shabriri,
with these people?
the most reviled man in all of history. It all began long ago with the crime of slander. Shabriri came up with a lie, and it was so damaging, so heinous, that his eyes were gouged out as a punishment when that lie was proven to be false. We can't be sure of what was said, but what if Shabriri slandered the nomadic merchants? What if, with a crooked smile, he accused them of the very crime he himself was guilty of, saying that they had fraternized with the Three Fingers and were not to be trusted? This would explain why the nomadic merchants came to be so hated. It is said, after all, that the sickness of the flame of frenzy began with Shabriri. And after his eyes were gouged out, the blight of the flame of frenzy came to dwell in his empty sockets. Yellow eyes became known as Shabriri grapes, and frenzy started to infect the despairing world. A madness that belongs to those who have lost everything.
Well, that's
By the way, well,
Gross.
even we had a place to call home once.
terrifying.
The Great Caravan, they called it. But it's been lost to us for ages. I've been searching for it as long as I can remember. And with a name like that, you'd hope they kept some fine goods there, eh? I've always preferred my own company to that of other people's. And I don't have any burning questions I wish to ask my ancestors. But there's something I need to know. My roots. I want to know who I am, where I came from, where I'm headed. I hope you can join me at the Great Caravan, in fact. Who knows what wonders there might be to trade?
This is not
If
seeming like a
Shabriri
smart
did indeed
idea,
slander the
guys.
merchants, then he knew exactly what their despair might bring.
This is a setup. It's a trap. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Is that you over there? I've gleaned something very important indeed, thanks to you. The reason why it was eyes I had to eat, the distant light, is far and frail. So faint it can't be seen by the naked eye. But with everyone's eyes together, it appears. Finally, it all makes sense. I'm certain now. I will be a finger
headed?
maiden.
Mordor?
Could you donate a fingerprint grape to me? They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers.
We only know of one other who was clasped in such a manner. His name was Vyke, the Dragon Spear. After the war with the ancient dragons, there came the rise of the dragon cultists who earned the dragon's affection. One of the most beloved was Vyke the Dragon Spear, a tarnished descended from Godfrey, who eventually returned from across the sea to join the Round Table Hold in hopes of becoming Elden Lord. To this end, Vyke was assigned a finger maiden and acquired the power of 2 great runes. But when he stood before the thorns of the Erd Tree, he realized the truth, that a maiden's true purpose is to burn the thorns for the one who would become Elden Lord. And whether it was born of love or duty, Vyke refused to burn his maiden, for the whisperings of Shabriri had told him of another flame. A flame of frenzy hidden deep below the capital that could burn the thorns away. But when Vyke returned, his maiden was dead. Did she commit suicide after betraying her purpose, or was Vyke captured and punished for his treason? Whatever the case, now Vyke's vengeful spirit defends the dead maiden at the Church of Inhibition, while the real Vyke kneels imprisoned in an Everjail deep within the Forbidden Lands, clad in armor clasped by 3 burnt fingers. This is all that remains of the contender that was supposed to become Elden Lord.
Shadow? Oh, that's right. He's released from one, the wolf guy. And that is a claw of some kind. Holy crap! And a dragon! He has a dragon for a hand! That is awesome! I love the music! Oh my god. What is happening? His face is at... Oh my god. What's happening? Both have dragons! Oh my god! What in the name of Mortal Kombat was that shit? Ah! This is awesome! Dude. He just collided with a rock. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm glad you took that potion so that you could waste it. Dude! Pretty sure you died.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my, why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate, for he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri. I hope you can make your peace with that. You were about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon? Chosen Tarnished and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri.
Don't we know how that ended for you, dude?
Chosen Tarnished and would-be Lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital.
Didn't we already hear
Seek
how that ended for
audience
him?
with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Shabriri is chaos incarnate. I die.
Pretty sure you missed it.
May chaos take the world.
Wait, now he's... Okay. That's new.
If you intend to claim the frenzied flame, I ask that you cease. It is not to be meddled with. It is chaos, devouring life and thought unending. However ruined this world has become, however mired in torment and despair, life endures. Births continue. There is beauty in that. Is there not? If you would become Lord, do not deny this notion. Please, leave the frenzied flame alone.
And maybe you would have left it alone, were it not for the horrors that you found down there.
Did you see what they did to my ancestors? The whole clan buried alive, sick, maddened, husks of themselves. Have you heard their moans? They're hardly human anymore. They think we worship the three fingers, that we called the maddening sickness down upon them. Well, if that's what they expect from us, then that's what they shall get from us! The world of grace and its people should have been content to see us sink between the cracks, but to have intruded upon our solace, having broken us upon their whims? I'll never forgive any of you. We won't be trading any longer. Wait. What's that? That burn. Your eyes. You've inherited the flame of frenzy. Unknown warrior. Divest yourself of everything. Our three fingers. Throw wide the door. Ah, that's it. The yellow flame of chaos.
Run away! Run away! Run away! What is the matter with you? No!
Peace. A frenzied flame to melt away the curses, suffering, and despair. And the
Come on,
order.
guys. Why do you gotta ruin ET for me? No, no, no!
Melt away the curses, suffering,
Oh, Squidgy, Squidgy!
and the order entire. May chaos take the world.
Guys, this is
May
gross.
chaos take the world.
And he's on fire. So that's new. Okay.
Allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again. Those who gave me grace howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord. Take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
Just
And so
destroyed
it is
everything.
that an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind.
You have inherited the frenzied flame. A pity. Our accord ends here.
They made the sun. I guess they made a new sun. That's something. Get it? But get it, but I don't get it. Doesn't really seem like it was worth it. You went through all that to end the world. No, you ended the world.
Lord of frenzied flame. I will seek you as far as you may travel. To deliver you what is yours. Destined death.
Thank you for watching. If you want to get early access to more videos like this, then you can consider signing up to my Patreon.
Okay. Color me wrong, because they just right there led into something new. Wow. I had to eat my words right away. That was quite a setup, actually. That last story was really sad, I'm not gonna lie, and I loved it, but this was kind of a badass storyline, kind of. I was into it. And it was super gross. I could have done without finding out those grapes were eyeballs, cause yeah, and the audible puking, yeah. I'm a sympathy thrower upper, so there you go. But otherwise, yeah, this is incredible. Are you guys ready for the next one? I am. Let's do this. Guys, remember to comment below and let me know what you thought. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because every new subscription really helps the channel out. And remember to like this video because every single thumbs up helps the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!